political analyst. Now we move on to our next news. In the latest updates, at least 67 Palestinians were killed and dozens more injured today after Israeli forces reportedly opened fire on a crowd waiting for humanitarian aid in northern Gaza. The Gaza Civil Defense Agency said the shooting occurred near Gaza City, with spokesman Mahmoud Bassal calling it a direct attack on civilians. The Israeli military has not yet commented on this incident. Now we're joined by Scott Faulkner. He's the head of Eagle Enterprises, a security firm, joining us live from Washington. Thank you, Scott, for joining us today. Good to see you. Now, what are the potential and political and also diplomatic consequences for Israel if the reports of firing on civilians waiting for aid are confirmed, if there are any?
I think Israel is really not worrying about public opinion on this, especially in the rest of the world. They are still trying to make sure that Hamas is neutralized. The tragedy in all this is that when you're dealing with urban warfare, it's a very complex situation. When you're dealing with food distribution, especially when you have Hamas fighters and rebel groups trying to intercept these food shipments, both for themselves and to sell on the black market, that when you have some of these food trucks rushed by people who do not identify themselves one way or the other, things happen. Terrible things can happen. And I'm sure the Israeli Defense Forces, Hamas and a lot of the Arab media is trying to say this is a targeted kill. There's no way that Israel is going to be killing civilians consciously. Are civilians getting killed by mistake, and Israel is going to have to make amends for that? Absolutely.
And Scott, how might this incident affect ongoing negotiations in Doha and international efforts aimed at achieving a ceasefire or humanitarian corridor in Gaza?
Probably not much. I think, again, Hamas is trying desperately to, in essence, get a breather, get a break from the action so that they can consolidate and try to figure out their next steps. Israel, on the other hand, is, again, just like the rest of the West, wants Hamas completely neutralized to the point that it can never, ever, ever pose a threat to anybody. But the initial negotiations are Israel wants their hostages back, Hamas would like some of their fighters back, and issues like this don't necessarily complicate that.
Scott, we appreciate your insight. Please stay with us as we move on to our next news. The U.S. President Donald Trump just moments ago pledged to help Afghan